one historic stadium. Who's going to come out on top in this in-state battle? All right, the stage is set. Kickoff at War Memorial Stadium in Little Rock on ESPNU at 6:30 tonight. Believe it or not, War Memorial used to be the nice stadium in Arkansas. It had lights and everything. So my guy, Austin Miller here, truck driver, hire extraordinaire, expert of all things Arkansas. Welcome in, man.
Thanks for having me again, man.
Yeah, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here, man. So what's you grew up in South Arkansas. What's your favorite War Memorial story game? I know you're a little bit younger, so I know you don't you weren't necessarily into the Matt Jones days and that kind of stuff. But what's your favorite story there?
Yeah, so Miracle on Markham was a little before my time. Casey Dick a little before my time, but my favorite was LSU game. Going into halftime, announcers like, surely Ryan Mallett's just fixing to take a knee here. And then all of a sudden he hits Kobe Hamilton for an 80-yard bomb. And just sitting there realizing, like, man, this is nuts. Like, Bobby Petrino is that guy, and he's really going to pull up a play like this. The LSU defenders run into each other. It was nuts, man.
Oh, man, that was incredible. I was at that game. That was the Sugar Bowl year. And so they when they collided, it went nuts in there. Nobody saw it coming. I mean, we're just like the announcers. We're like, he's just going to knee it out. We'll go into half.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, there he goes. He's off to the races after they're just laying there on top of each other, looking at each other like, what just happened? That was awesome. UAPB, I'm sure you know everything under the sun about UAPB. You know, they're an Arkansas school, and I would expect you to know every single thing about them.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're the Golden Lions.
Yep. You're one for one. What's their head coach's name?
Not Sam Pittman.
No, you're right. 2 for 2. It's Coach Alonzo Hampton. He's in his second year as the leader of the Golden Lions. Last year was rough, to put it lightly, but he has been absolutely hitting the portal hard, recruiting hard. He's been getting after it. And honestly, I mean, I think he may be the guy to kind of steer the ship right there. He made some comment about, you know, there's not going to be a single Golden Lion out there that isn't showing up to win tonight. And so they may come out and give us a show, you know, may make it interesting. Last year it was 45-0 in the first half, and then like a running clock, and third, fourth string came in. I don't think we scored again. I think they ended up getting a field goal. So it could be one of those, or it could be a little different. So some of their key transfers that they had come in. You have a defensive tackle, Antonio Johnson. He's returning back to Jefferson County for his senior year. He went Division II out of Whitehall back then when he was in high school. I don't even know. I don't know what year he went. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you like I do know. So that was a key. I think he may disrupt some of the running game. They had a trio of wide receivers from the same school, the University of Arkansas in Monticello. You know what their fight song is, or their chant is?
Can't say I do.
Ain't nothing more evil than a damn boll weevil. That's their chant. Isn't that awesome? My parents both went there, so you know I got a special heart. I have a UAM cup in my cabinet in there from them. But yeah, no, that's they're so they had a Giovanni Gibson and Christian. I don't know how you say his last name. Gomage, doesn't matter. but they were both top 5 in their receiving room last year. So I mean, they're decent. I think they'll bring something to the table for the team that they may not have had last year. And then earlier this week or late last week, Coach Hampton announced Mekhi Higgins as the starting quarterback. He's a redshirt junior. He appeared in 9 games last year. He passed for a whopping 580 yards. He threw for maybe a record-setting 3 touchdowns. And he rushed for 163 yards for 4 touchdowns. He's a former 3-star dual threat prospect back in 2020. But I mean, all these additions and some time. I mean, historically, we've had some issues with running quarterbacks. That's about, and just rest easy. That's about the extent of what I know about the UAPB football team. But I think, if our defense can't slow down a dual threat quarterback, we're going to be in trouble for the year, especially FCS quarterback. That's just no disrespect, but that's where it's at. So we'll see. Any of those transfers shock you? Maybe outside of the UAM chant.
I think that was the most shocking part. Was the chant?
Yeah, man. No, that maybe top 10 chants in college football. As of right now, we're a 48.5 point favorite, which is a lot of points, and the over/under set at 57.5. So, you take in Arkansas to cover, or you going to take UAPB with the points?
That's a lot of points, man. 48.5 is a lot. That's 7 touchdowns you got to win by. If I was betting man, had to put money on it. I think they're going to cover. I'll go on the cover. I think it's probably going to be somewhere Arkansas.
Oh, okay.
I think it's going to be. I'll give them 1 touchdown. So that means I think it's going to be like 56-7. I think that's going to be my prediction.
Okay. I'm going UAPB with the points, and I think we're going to land somewhere around. I'll go 49. No, I'm going to go 52 because I think we'll get a field goal because we got to see who the field goal kicker is. We didn't even talk about it on the depth chart because it still could be anybody.
Yeah.
Sounds like they're all doing solid, so that's good. That's a good thing. But I'm going to go 52 to. I'm going to give them 17.
17. All right.
I think we'll see. I'll probably be wrong. It'll probably be like 57-0 or something crazy. But I'm taking the over 100%. I'm taking the over. Yeah, I think that's the. But that's just 48.5 points are so many. I mean, they should roll out there and beat them by whatever they want. But I think UAPB's coming in with a bad taste in their mouth, and they're gonna want to show that they can compete with somebody. And I don't know.
See, I'm kind of looking at it opposite way. I feel like Bobby is going to go out there and step on their throat and not let off. But
that's fair.
And here I am. I'm back.
Yep, I'm back. Yeah. Here we are.
What?
Yeah, there's one school. We're here.
Yeah.
You know what? That was kind of. I had that thought too. That I was like, Bobby's going to want to he's going to want to run it up, and we'll put in our backups eventually, and then
that's the thing I want to see backups.
Mm-hmm. I want to see a good few drives, maybe 3 touchdowns with the starters, maybe 4, and then I want to see some backups get some reps. And
I like to see starters first half go out there, wear them out, 42-0 first half.
Yep.
Then you get backups in there. They allow a touchdown, but then you also have the backup throw a couple of touchdowns or run Like run in a couple. Like that's my and no injuries, obviously.
For sure.
That was War Memorial, but that's the main thing. Let the backups play. Don't get a major injury.
Yeah.
How
about the over under on the game clock malfunction in the second quarter?
Depends on what you set it at. If it's under 5, then I'll probably.
Man, they got to get that figured out. So we have this game at War Memorial, and then we have one more on the contract with A State down there. I think it may be time to pull the plug on that. There's just so many more advantages to play a home game at home. I mean, that's something we haven't touched on. We're not seeing a home game in Fayetteville until middle of September, end of September. UAB week 3, and only one game out of the first 5 is played in Fayetteville, which is, I mean, that's crazy.
I'm low man on totem pole. Nobody cares what I think, but pull this game, put it in Fayetteville. There was, like you said, this used to be the nicest stadium in Arkansas. Used to, keyword. The stadium in Fayetteville is way nicer. Treat it as a home game. Get recruits up there. Get more people in it. Make more money. Put it back in Fayetteville. I'm sorry, Central Arkansas. I'm from South Arkansas. I get it. It's easy to make that drive, but I mean, it's time to have it up here. And the same thing with Texas A&M game. Make that a home and home. I think I don't remember which morning show said it earlier, but if you want to play a neutral site game like every 3rd or 4th year against not A&M, but just play one of your non-con like neutral site game to appease Jerry, like go for it. Quit having it take away a home game from us every next conference opponent.
Yeah, I mean, you open the year with TCU at Jerry's World. That might be okay. Have some kind of big kickoff. Yeah, that's fine. But I'm with you there. That needs to happen.
Yeah,
that's a cool game. Like I've always wanted to go to that game, but from recruiting aspects and revenue aspects and every aspect,
bad juju aspects, man.
Yeah.
Yes. Like running nothing against it. Like get it out here. Let's get that win sometimes.
Man, yeah.
Off Kyle Field one time. Like please.
That would be a fun one to go to too. Go to Kyle Field. I mean, that would be a good one.
Yeah, see those lunatics over there.
Facts. I mean, facts. That's there's no doubt about that. Man. Well, I appreciate you coming on. That's man. It's always fun to have good conversations with you.
Fun as always.